Hello everybody, Josh here with Smart Start Websites, giving you a quick introduction to your KeePass database. KeePass is a open source software program that we use to keep track of all the accounts and passwords and usernames that we create for you. It's very important for a couple reasons. One, it allows us to easily transfer ownership. Ownership of your website comes down to the username and password that accounts were created with. And those need to be in your name, and you need to control primary access to those. These are very important issues. You can read all about them at Smart Start Websites if you want to. Um, Another reason we create a database is because it gives you one single place to manage everything from. There are many accounts we're going to be opening for you, and just to make your life easier, it's much better to have one single spot to go to when you need to get access to something or log into a single account. KeePass will just plain and simple make your life easier. 3 and 4 kind of have to do with general online security. KeePass creates hard to break passwords, and so the days of using your dog's name and your kid's birthday as your password are behind you. You won't have to remember any more passwords. KeePass does that for you, and it creates good hard to break passwords. The other thing it forces you to do is use some best practice password management techniques, which means no more typing of your passwords. If for some reason you had a virus that got installed onto your computer, or a key logging virus, every time you type in a password, that might be being transmitted to somebody somewhere else. Now, hopefully you're using good virus control and security software in addition to these password management tools. But in the event that something gets slipped up, using a copy and paste method to transfer passwords into accounts and login areas is a much better practice. So that being said, let's get into a demonstration of using KeePass. And that starts with finding your KeePass database. And the one we create for you is located in your Dropbox folder. And when you install Dropbox, it's very likely that you had it create a desktop icon. And so you can go right to your desktop and click on the Dropbox icon like here. There are a couple other areas where you might find your Dropbox folder as well. Down here in the notification area, there's usually a link to a Dropbox folder. In this case, you can see it right here. There's a little Dropbox icon. And you can always get to it as well from your My Documents. When Dropbox installs, it creates a folder in your Documents area here so you can see Dropbox. Or if we go over here into My Documents, you can also see My Dropbox here. These are all ways you can get to your Dropbox folder, and that's the first step in getting into KeePass. So I'll just click on the Dropbox folder here. In your KeePass folder, you'll see this folder public, and you'll also see whatever your business name happens to be. And for this demonstration, we've created this little folder here for the Great Construction Company. So that's what you need to click on, is whatever your business name folder is. This is a folder we've created and shared with you. So I'll click on that, and this is very much what your Dropbox folder will look like when you open up your business name. And here we see the greatconstruction.kdb. That's the KeePass database. And if you've installed KeePass onto your computer, you just need to click on this little file, and here we go. It asks us to enter our master password. So you create one password, and this will let you access all your other passwords. And if you need access to that, initially you need to give us a call, and we will share that password with you over the phone. We never email those things because email is not always the most secure way to share passwords and important information. So I've just opened up my database, and here it is. So here's an overview of KeePass in general. In this little left hand side here, we have very much a file tree. So you have a kind of a general listing area of what you're looking at. Over here on the right, we have the specific entries that are located in each of these files. Right now we're in the general folder, so there's an access to a Dropbox entry. And as you go down here, you can see we have a folder for GoDaddy. This is information related to your domain registration and your hosting account. Your email accounts are here. The three big ones, Google, Yahoo, Bing. We're going to have accounts created for you with all of these, and several services used from all of these services. Uh, Things related directly to your website. You have a WordPress website, and that has its own login areas, and you will find information about that here. And then local directories. There's going to be a lot of advertising and online identity creation that we do for you. And again, you need to have access and ownership accounts set up for you. We do all of this in your name, and we share all the usernames and passwords in these areas. So, quick look at an overview of the general Dropbox structure that we've set up for you. Now let's take a look at an individual entry. And so to come here to the .com website, this will be your primary website. And we see that we have a WordPress admin account. This will be a way for you to log into your website. This is just an entry that's added here. So I'm going to double click this, and it's going to show us some more information. And so now we get a quick look at the username, ASB admin. We also can see the password, which is hidden right now, and I'm just going to move this box over a little bit so we can see that all this information is also doubled up over here. So here's the username, here's the URL, here's the URL here as well. Now that's the address where you will be able to use this particular username and password. Now this little button here says hide passwords behind asterisk, so if I hide that, now we can see the password. And obviously you can see that KeePass has created a long chain, very hard to break password. This is not the type of thing you would ever want to type in or try to remember. That's why we use KeePass. So I can toggle that again, and that is hidden. By the way, no need to try and test this password. I've changed it as soon as I finish this video. So the other important thing to note here is right down here in the notes. We've created a ton of information for you to read and take a look at, which are explanations of these accounts and how they're used and where you should access them, and any other relevant information related to this particular account. And as you look through your entries in your database, you'll find lots of information in these areas. So there's some information on GoDaddy, and here's some information on your FTP hosting access. If I click on that, and you know, so there's a lot of education in your KeePass database is the point I'm making. It's very much worth your time to take a look and read about this stuff because it will bring you up to speed. So let's use your KeePass database to log in to a account, and we want to log into the WordPress admin account that we were demonstrating with a minute ago. And so here we are, we have that highlighted, and we know that this is the address right here. So if we click on here, open up this bar again, this is the address we want to go to. And so you can either open up a browser and copy and paste that address in, or you can very simply just click on this right here, and your browser will automatically open and take you to that page. And so here we are. Here's the login page for a simple business website. And I'm going to come back over here to this window and bring up the WordPress admin. So now you can see I've got this highlighted in blue. I'm going to come right up here to the copy username icon. You can see the little pop-up tip that displays there. I'm going to click that once, come back to my browser. I'm going to click Control V. That's a quick way to paste. It's just a keyboard shortcut. And we'll get that one open. Back over here to the KeePass database. Highlight this one more time. And this little key icon, you can see the pop-up says Copy Password. So click it. Back to the browser window and Control V. My password is now pasted in. I did not have to type anything in case there was a keylogger installed on my computer. They didn't get anything because all I did was copy and paste. And we log in, and now as you can see, we are logged in to the back end of the website. It was that simple. I've got a hard to break password that nobody would ever dream of trying to type or remember, and everything is very secure, and it went very quickly. So that's your first demonstration of the KeePass database. The next thing we want to take a look and remind you of a couple little uh, KeePass tips. And I'll open this up a little bigger here. First of all, let's go on to this page here. There are a couple things that you want to keep in mind when you're working with KeePass. Uh, do not put other personal passwords into our shared database. If you want to use KeePass for your own other personal accounts, that's great. It's a great idea, but don't put that information into our database. Instead, create a new database and import our shared database into your new one. Now you'll need to create a good, hard to guess master password that you need to remember, and that will be the one password you need to keep in mind whenever you need to get access to your other passwords. And I'm going to just show you real quick a few little areas to keep in mind as you're going through that process. And that's all that information, and all those steps can be done up here in the File menu. So if I open that up, here are my options. So I could create a new database right here, and it'll prompt you for creating a master password and a database name. It's all very straightforward and user friendly. Uh, change the master key. If you want to change the master password on a database, that's what you need to do right here. Again, please do not do that in the shared database that we've created, because then we won't be able to access your passwords for making changes or doing any services on your website that need to be done. So, and here as well, the import and export. So if you want to import a database into your new database, for example, if you want to put the database we've created for you and add that to your new personal database, you would import from right here. Import from KeePass database. Click that, browse to the right website, enter the master passwords, make the selections, and you'll be well on your way. So, one final tip before, whenever you quit using KeePass or log out or leave your computer for a minute, you'll always want to either A, save right there, or B, right here, lock the workspace, which means people who stumble onto your computer cannot see or access your passwords without having to enter the master password. So that is, see, I just click the little lock icon and it'll let me open everything back up again as long as I enter the master password. So that's your quick tutorial on working with KeePass. As always, for great websites, great service, and a whole lot of common sense and simple tips applied to the whole process, come visit us at Smart Start Websites. Or we're never afraid of a conversation either. We won't hide from a phone call, so feel free to give us a call at 888-371-1461. And we're pretty confident we can help you make some good decisions and make your life easier and make your dollars go further. So thanks for your time. Hope you appreciated this tutorial, and look for more on our YouTube channel as well. Thanks.